Hello, my name's Abram, Magandang Umaga. I got pulled over by the police here in the Philippines, and I wanted to share my experience. Uh, Let me give a little bit of background before I actually tell you what happened, what led up to me, having the police pull me over, basically, and what happened during and after. So, in the Philippines, if you are coming here from the U.S., you can just convert your driver's license to a Philippine driver's license, and it's a completely valid driver's license, Philippine government-issued driver's license. It takes about 2 hours, and you have to take no driving test at all. I didn't have to do anything to show that I know the traffic laws here or whatever. I just went to Quezon City. I said, here's my driver's license. You can watch a video. I have a whole video on it on how to get your driver's license. The point is, it's really easy, and I didn't have to take a test. So I'm constantly paranoid that I'm going to do something illegal because I don't know it's not illegal. So clearly I looked things up, like the coding system for license plate on driving on certain days and whatnot, which is something you definitely need to know about if you're going to be driving here. But the point is, I'm paranoid. And I also have subscribers like you guys, or some nice people that are watching my videos that will comment and tell me things that I'm doing, and they're giving good advice. I had one say, "Hey, I know that you're giving kids money in the Philippines, but that's illegal. A much better way of doing it is to actually give them food." So that's what we're doing now, and that's exactly what was happening here in the story here with why I got pulled over by the police. So we pulled over to a gas station. And, there's police there, there's kids there, there's a Jollibee there. I'm getting gas, and I see the kids there, and I'm talking to them, Gusto mo bang kumain ng spaghetti? Do you want to eat spaghetti? And they're like, yeah, that'd be great. Like, their eyes light up. It's great. And so we buy them spaghetti, and, I give them food. I give them the food. And then we are going to pull out of there. As soon as we're pulling out, there's 4 lanes. So lane, 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 lane. The lane closest to the gas station in the Jollibee here is not moving at all because it's the Philippines. There's tons of traffic all the time. It's just what it is. So that lane is not moving. You go into the next lane. That lane is actually merging around all of the traffic that's coming in there. So lane 1 not moving. Lane 2 is merging around that, which is then spilling into lane 3. So lane 3 is barely moving. Lane 4 is the only one that's moving. So I pull out, and I'm following traffic here, and I go from lane 1 to lane 2, lane 3, and then in lane 3 I go to lane 4, and then go back into lane 3, and then I'm starting to drive straight. As I pull out, and I pull back into my lane, a cop sees me and tells me to pull over. Or the blue boys here is what they call them. They call them blue boys. So a police officer pulled me over. I'm like, I don't know. Is this because of, me giving the stuff to the kids? I have subscribers telling me it's illegal to do stuff. I don't know if I'm doing something illegal. I'm a foreigner here. So it's like, it's kind of nerve-wracking being pulled over by police. So we are pulled over by police, and he says, what I did was illegal. You can't go around traffic like that because there's like certain lanes for certain things. So like this is a U-turn lane. You can't go into that lane and then go back out. It's just not, it's illegal. There's literally hundreds of people doing this. So there's literally hundreds of people that, it's just Philippine traffic. It's just what it is. You're moving in and out. The point being, car after car after car is going past him. He sees me in my car, pulls me over. Is this because I'm a white guy? Is this because I'm American? Is it have anything to do with it? Is it because I'm doing something illegal and I just, luck of the draw, whatever it might be. Pulls me over. Says, I actually recorded it, but I don't need to put him on blast here because, I think it's more important to talk about, like, just the general experience than it is to talk about, like, every single police officer in the Philippines. So we get pulled over, and he's like, do you have your driver's license? And I was like, yeah. I give him my driver's license, my Philippine driver's license. And he says, oh, Philippine driver's license? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, he has his flashlight. He tells the other cop person, he's shaking his head, and he says, Philippine driver's license. And they're like, oh, okay. So he's coming back to the car, and he's like, what you did, illegal. It's illegal what you did. He's really struggling with English, really struggling with English. But I'm not going to try to speak Tagalog with him, no matter how good my Tagalog is. And, my wife's with me. She's also not speaking Tagalog. So we're just making it, all in English, essentially. He's struggling to speak in English, but he's like, illegal. He's like, you gotta, he's essentially saying, like, what you did is wrong, now you have to get in trouble. Then my wife says, she points at our dash cam inside of our car and says, this is all being recorded. This is all recorded. Like, everything that just happened, us pulling through the lanes, us going through everything, 100% is recorded. As soon as we said, everything is being recorded, the police officer looked at me, looked up at our dash cam that's constantly recording everything, including audio, and said, just don't do it. You can go. And he just gave it back, and then he walked off. There was no like, hey, by the way, just be careful or whatever. As soon as we said we had a dash cam that was recording, he gave it back and told us to go on our way. So my overall experience, once again, I don't want to put any one person on blast. Maybe what we did was indeed illegal, and it doesn't matter that there's 100 people doing it. And the fact that we got pulled over and there was literally all of the cars in traffic were literally doing the exact same thing we did as we were pulled over. Nobody else was getting pulled over. They could just be waiting for someone, or maybe they're hoping for a bribe or something, or maybe it has nothing to do with that. So I don't want to put any expectations onto what the police are actually like here in the Philippines, but that was my one and only experience with this specific police officer. So if you're driving the Philippines, get a dash cam. It's going to be helpful. Hope you like this video. I have more videos on what it's like moving me, my wife, and my 3 kids here in the Philippines. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.